Hello there. Today, I would like to talk about abundance and using your mind to unlock your potential. Using your imagination to visualize the best possible scenario, the best possible experience or sequence of experiences for you. Yes, you. This is something that we don't do nearly enough, and it's so easy. So simply by thinking of what could the best possible thing possibly be, just by opening up to that possibility makes that reality come closer to you, makes it more potent, charges it with potency, with immediacy, with a law of attraction towards you. And then it starts pulling itself towards you, and you start pulling yourself towards it, and you meet in the middle. You meet together. So this is beautiful. This is something that any of us can do, and sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. No limit. It just depends on what you can come up with your imagination. There are no limits. The only limits are those that you put on yourself. Those are the only limits that exist. You are an unlimited being. You can create endless realities. Endless, infinite realities of abundance, love, high frequencies, light, vibration, holographic initiation, echolocation, teleportation, dimension hopping. Nothing's stopping you from going through to the land of the infinite, the unlimited, the celestial realms. There's nothing stopping you. And so just play. Have fun playing with what's possible. The more you're open, the more you can attract to you. It starts with being open to something in order for that thing to come to you. If you're not open to it, it's not going to find its way to you. At least it'll not find its way to you as easily. And being open to something is just focusing on it, believing it's possible for you. And if you notice that you don't believe it's possible, just be aware of that. Be aware that that's a belief that you have. And as soon as you become aware of something, it diminishes its hold over you. We are held by all our subconscious beliefs. We are held in place. They lock us down only because we're not aware of them. So, simply by being aware of them, we free ourselves from their hold. And so, whenever you do become aware of a limiting belief, as you reach for the higher realms, celebrate, because you've just uncovered yet another thing that was stopping you, keeping you from entering the gateway of heaven, or the gateways. There's endless gateways to heaven, endless potentialities, possibilities. Anything is possible. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. That's just their limiting beliefs, subconscious, mind you, that are holding them back. They're all subterranean. No one really knows why they believe or don't believe what they do unless they've explored it, unless they've explored it subconsciously, unless they've delved into the subconscious, in which case they wouldn't believe it as a limiting factor anymore. Unless, of course, you want to believe something is a limiting factor. You can choose to limit yourself. That is manifestation. That's how God created all of reality. Because God chose to limit itself, herself, himself. Even the words her and him are forms of limitation. They allow you to express in a certain fashion, but not really in another. Because there's some kind of leniency in a particular direction. There's a certain architecture that this affords, but that architecture doesn't afford this other version or this other architecture. That light back there, that was confirmation. Did you guys see that beam of light? There, right there. Ding, ding, ding. That's like, I see that as like I was holding an orb of a high dimensional being. I'm holding an orb right now. This could be the thumbnail for the video. The orb is just on my fingertip. See, the orbs are at your fingertips. The orbs of infinity are at your fingertips. You are a magician. Just choose to use your magicianship. That's it. That's all you need to do. Holding an orb of infinity. And you can too. You are holding an orb of infinity. Just need to be aware of it or manifest it. All is possible. All is already here, in fact. And see, that's where the manifestations can become quicker and quicker and quicker. It all depends on how fast you want to move through reality. If you want something to, if you want to take your time, take the long road, that's a perfectly reasonable route. Sometimes the long road is a more scenic route. For sure. Right? So it's all depending on how you want your journey to be taken, right? But what I was saying is that, like, you can just know that all realities are simultaneously happening at once, all the time, and therefore, and also they're all right here. They're all right here within this system. Nothing is actually bound by space and time. Everything is immediately in the 0 point of consciousness. All exists within the 0 point of consciousness, which is spaceless. There is no distance between any one potentiality and any other. That distance is manufactured through limitations in the mind. And so if you know that, and you know that the now moment holds all realities at once, holographically, and it's just depending on the way we filter our perception that decides which one we're viewing at any given time, then you have instant access to any reality you want. And that's where dimension hopping comes in. And there's unlimited energy. There is no limit to energy. That's another limiting belief, to think that there's a limit to energy. There is no limit to energy. Only the limits you put on it. As soon as you manifest something, you've chosen to take unlimited energy and direct it into a certain vibration of consciousness. Now you've limited it. You've made it something. And that's what you could call the 3D world. We've done that collectively together. And it's held by the architecture of our immediate subconscious. In other words, our immediate limiting beliefs. that we're not fully aware of. We think this is just how the way things are. But, like I said, all it takes is to become aware that those are beliefs. You are currently under their dominion simply because you're not aware that you can choose otherwise. Simply because you're not aware that you are, in fact, an unlimited being. And it just takes starting to imagine how unlimited you really are to start to break through those barriers. Slow motion matrix. So, you're an unlimited being. This sunbeam confirms it. And all is available to you. All blessings, all love, all light. Affirm. And so it is.